Good evening, live on location outside of the 26.2 Rogue Racers newsroom. I'm your head marathonologist, Patrick Robinson, or as my friends call me, Mr. PR. Today we have an exclusive interview with the head of the Columbus Marathon, Darris Blackford. Live on the scene is our man, Billy Quickly, or as we call him, Mr. BQ. Hello, it's Mr. Billy Quickly, Mr. BQ, your Boston Marathon expert, and I'm here today interviewing the head honcho of the Cbus Marathon, Darris Blackford. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to put these unicorns down so I can get to my questions. Thank you for joining me today, Mr. Marathon of Columbus.
You're welcome.
Now, really important, can you qualify for the Boston Marathon when you're running this Columbus Marathon?
Of course you can. It is one of the best qualifiers in the country, as a matter of fact. We have thousands of people who have done their Boston Marathon qualifier at our race, including myself. My first Boston qualifier was at the Columbus Marathon.
That's nice, nice. And how old is the Columbus Marathon, and how long have you had this gig?
This is the 40th anniversary, and it's my 10th year, so 1/4 of the 40 years has been under my direction.
Nice. And now, I don't know if you realize this, but the Boston Marathon is 124 years old this year.
That's the one,
next year, yeah.
That's the one in Boston, Massachusetts,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
As opposed to the other Boston.
Yeah. So this one, yeah, it happened to be the very first year after the Declaration of Independence. And I don't know if you know this, but the very first starter of the Boston Marathon was Alexander Hamilton. And it was a very cold morning when he came out and he shot off the gun. It was really cold and he said, "Burr!" And then at the end of the race, you know who won the first Boston Marathon? Sam Adams. And now every year they name a beer after him at the marathon. Bet you didn't know that one, Mr. Blackford.
Did not know that.
That's okay. Now this is an important question here. Now what's your favorite cereal? Now mine's Lucky Charms because you got, the full-leaf clovers for like the Celtics. And now they have unicorns in the cereal. 3 new unicorns in the cereal box.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cereal?
I'm a little suspicious of that because Captain Crunch is much more tasty and just causes a lot more roof of your mouth injury than Lucky Charms. So it's that much better.
I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. All right, so in Boston, we run through many famous and historic towns. Do you do that in Columbus, or you just run around in circles, or what do you do?
We have some wonderful neighborhoods. Actually, better neighborhoods than in Boston.
Them's fighting words, Mr. Blackford.
No, we'll have to agree to disagree. But yeah, we have Bexley, which is a wonderful town outside of downtown Columbus. Then we have some great neighborhoods. German Village, beautiful area. And we have Ohio State University campus, Upper Arlington, and Grandview Heights. These are all wonderful neighborhoods and communities right around downtown Columbus.
I mean, Ohio State, it's not Harvard. I mean, but we don't run through Harvard, but
yeah,
it's
but,
okay.
A fact here, Mr. BQ, that the Harvard Stadium is modeled after Ohio Stadium.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure Harvard's been around longer.
It might be the other way around, but either way, I've been inside of it, and it looks like a mini Ohio Stadium, which is considerably smaller than Ohio Stadium, I will tell you that. So that might say something.
Okay, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree again. Now, is it true? Now, I ran this Columbus Marathon years ago, and we used to run through a cornfield. Is it true that there were unicorns hiding in the cornfield?
No, that is not true.
That's not true?
And you know better than that because the corn was gone, so you could see whether the field...
That's true. That's a trick question,
It was a trick question.
We do love the unicorns, though, the narwhal of the land.
Now, actually, on the new course, as we go up Lane Avenue, there is the farm on your right side, and there might be some unicorns there.
I might have to stop at that
genetically modified Ohio State University scientific project, but we won't go there.
That mile might take me a little longer. I don't want to see what that looks like on my Garmin. All right, now this is an important question, probably the most important question of the day. My cousin Tammy and my cousin Tommy have a bet. Who do you think would win in a marathon? Tom Brady or David Ortiz? Now, before you answer, David Ortiz had 17 career steals and 19 triples.
Well, I also think that he's probably a little bit more savvy and he would win because he would use a car.
Oh.
So I would give it to David Ortiz.
See, I always said David Ortiz as well because, you know, the Red Sox play on Marathon Monday at 11 and the race starts at 10. So he would probably have to run really fast, finish the race, jog over to Fenway, pinch hit, grand slam, good night.
Yeah, so I'd have to go with you on that.
Well, we finally agreed to agree. All right, so, okay, nice. Oh, but on the way over, I was thinking of another question. I had to write it on the napkin while I was driving. This is also important. Not as important as the David Ortiz, Tom Brady question. All right, are there any Dunkin' Donuts on the course? And if there are not, are there any water stops that will be having Dunkin' Donuts served?
So, no, there are no Dunkin' Donuts on the course. No Dunkin' Donuts stores. We have Tim Hortons, but I don't know if they're open.
Tim Hortons isn't Dunkin' Donuts. That's Canadian.
No, I'm just telling you. We're a hockey town, so, you know, unlike Boston. There will be cookies and candy at some of the later water stops in the marathon, so people are just going to have to do with it.
Well, thank you for joining us here, Mr. Blackford. Wanted to thank you, and the Columbus Marathon's coming up soon. You can register for that Boston Marathon if you get that qualified, but you have to wait till next year. Thank you again for joining us. Back to you guys. I heard that Columbus Marathon has kids who are winning the race. Everybody keeps telling me there's children's champions winning the race. I can't believe in Boston you have to be 18 years old to win the race.
Yeah, so that's a wonderful, I'm glad you brought this up because our race is known as America's most meaningful marathon. Boston can't say that. And the reason it is because these children from the hospital, these patients who've been treated there, are out on the course at every mile to cheer on the runners and to motivate people, and they have the life-saving work of the hospital has helped these kids, and they're out there to say thank you. And so it is, they're not running, but they are every bit of the champion as the person who comes in first place. And one other fact, a couple years ago, our lead runner was on course record pace, and he got to about mile 22, and he lost the course record time because he started going from side to side to give the kids high fives. So that's a little known historical fact about our race.
Pretty cool. So those kids are those are the ones with the giant foam hands on the course, right?
Exactly.